Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearthstone for Kaiserreich Puerto Rico. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So. Second victory's on its way. You know, Russia and Germany, or not Russia and Germany. Germany and France are not war with each other, at war right now, just with the Russians at the moment. And I think it's a good time for us to join the Reichspakt. Assuming the event actually works. I've been having some trouble getting this to actually work in the Kaiserreich series. Okay, it worked perfectly fine in this. It does not work in Kaiserreich. Okay. Well, there we go. Puerto Rico joined up in the Reichspakt. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, we probably want to send some units down to Brazil, because these guys are in the Third International. Thing is that Cuba and... Not you yet, but Cuba... No, Cuba's not international either. At least not yet. The Vilnius uprising has occurred. I mean, I think they should still be basically A-okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send 2 of these divisions. Are you any good? I actually don't even remember. Right now you were this unit. Yeah, you're fine. Okay, fantastic. We're going to send 2 of you. And by 2 of you, I'm going to say 3 of you. Down into... 3, 1, 2... A lot of units over here. Where's Brazil actually have, like, not enough units? I'm going to say, like, right here. We're going to send you guys on this front. I'm going to actually have you just be in a different army entirely with the best defense general. You guys can be the purple army. And your job is just to defend the island. Okay? That's it. Just to defend our glorious, glorious home from any British or Cuban or anything like that. I can join the International. That's fine. Yes, we don't even have enough transport. We only send 1 unit at a time, which is actually kind of incredible. We can only send 1 division at any given moment. We just don't have a lot of convoys. I kind of need some more. Do you give me? Wait, do you give me any destroyer models? 2 naval dockyards you can use for. You know what? We kind of actually do want it. Just so I can actually make convoys. Is there anybody I can get? Canada, would you give me convoys? Just hypothetically. The answer is no. Brazil, we're in the same faction. Would you give me convoys? No, because you need more. Germany, would you give me convoys? Hey, look at that go. 30 convoys! That's probably more than we'll ever actually are going to need. I think it's going to take about, I don't know, I think a week or so for that to actually make its way over to us. Okay, Jamal Shamir is going to give us a convoy. Thank you very much. And again, our Air Force over here is actually looking pretty good. Like, 300 aircraft for Puerto Rico? That's got to be some kind of record, right? So this 1 division land, which will give us enough convoys to send over a 2nd army. They need 5, need 6. Okay, very cool. So yeah, because you don't have enough very hot in your jungle, okay. But you actually don't have supplies. Because we need more we need more convoys, okay. So for the time being, both of you just stay in Purple Army until I have more convoys ready to go. Actually kind of incredible that we don't have enough convoys to support even a single division. A single division in Brazil is already draining our supply lines. Like, we actually cannot afford it. So we need 6. How many do we have in total? 5. Sueta, which is... Yes, that is a territory in... Yeah, I mean, it's just weird that the International has any of these places down here. They did take over this region. That's not a big surprise. But the fact that this International even has a foothold in Africa is quite surprising in and of itself. We'll see how that kind of plays out. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference one way or the other, but again, we'll kind of have to wait and see. Okay, so Chile's already moved their way into Brazil. Fantastic. We're going to have a 2nd division. That'll at least allow us to... Need 7. You're receiving 2. We need trains. We don't have trains. Okay, Germany. You can have all of Lithuania. Apparently I can't do this quite yet. Germany, you can have all of Lithuania. Still can't do all of it. Keep passing. Germany, you can have Lithuania. There you go. Are you in the Reichspakt? No. But you're also not in a hostile... You're not in the Russian... I guess, yeah, there's no Russian faction. I keep forgetting that the Moscow Accord doesn't exist. Okay, we don't need any trains. We just need more convoys. What are we actually trading? We're importing steel from the United States. Is there anybody we wouldn't need convoys for? No, we would need convoys for everybody. Definitely a bit of a shame. Well, we have convoys now. Fantastic. Why do we no longer... I don't know. I'm not even going to question it. I'm happy that we have the convoys that we need. Also, Brazil is immediately losing their war against Argentina, so good work on them. This guy's already encircled. Peru, Ecuador, you guys are already in the Andine Pact, so you're not going to do anything. Even then, I don't think you could actually join up with the Reichspakt. Okay, Germany declared war on the Danish. France declared war on the Internationale. Excellent, excellent. There's going to be another faction on our side. Are you going to align yourselves up with the Internationale, or are you just going to get yourself killed off by you? Dangerous naval invasion of Low Country is fine, I think. I'm not too worried about that. I am worried about Brazil, though. They're immediately getting their ass completely kicked. They have 48 divisions against... I think at minimum about the same number. Also, our units are already getting their ass kicked as well. If we can move our units over here, we can maybe get like an encirclement. They don't have any supplies right yet. Where's my 2nd division? Okay, he's on his way. Slowly but surely he will be here. Okay, Entente and the Reichspakt are going to meet up. Yeah, fly you guys a little bit closer. Where's my close air support? Why? Oh, you're covering this other division that's on its way down. Yeah, that's not what I want you to do. But I would like to get some air coverage ASAP. Apparently, you planes have no objectives. There you go. There's 112. You guys have no objectives. Now you do. You have no objectives. Now you do. And we should get air superiority in all these regions, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I'll join the war. Okay, so actually, Denmark did decide to align themselves to the Internationale. I'm going to send one more unit over to Blue Army. And now we have our convoys. Fantastic. None of this shit matters. You know, let's do base strike, just because I've never done it before. Or if I had done it before, it's very rare. Let's go back to air production. I don't think there's anything else. Now that we have our 30 convoys from Germany, I don't think we need any more than that. So Denmark joined the Internationale. Is bordering a member of the Internationale a trigger for Sweden to join the Reichspakt? I do not know, to be quite honest with you. We see the British are trying to land themselves in northern Germany. Poland has joined the Reichspakt. Okay, I'm happy to see that for sure. And immediately the conference failed. I do see that Brazil is defending a lot of their coastline, which is understandable in certain circumstances, but right now, I would have to say that I'm not a big fan. Okay, we got our radar. Let's go for tactical bombers. No. We don't want tactical bombers. What I actually want to get is close air support, because that's actually what we have, that we're not building, right? Yes. We want to get those going ASAP. How many planes do they have? 200 aircraft? You guys actually don't even have a plan yet. Yeah, so keep bombing this area here. Syria, Dage naval invasion, I'm okay with. Well, I'm not okay with it, but it's not the worst thing that could have happened to us. Okay, it looks like the International is basically now connected the Dutch to France. Usually, I'm going to say it's not a great sign. It's typically pretty bad. And looks like Morocco has kicked out the International. For the most part, they're just kind of hanging out in one of their ports. We'll see if Morocco can actually get them dislodged. They might not be able to. Give me the 1914 tank. So if RGFX have landed in Sicily, I mean, if they can like take just some of these places, they can probably kill the SRI. Right now, on the border with France, things are looking okay. It's just kind of everywhere else. I mean, I guess they're also doing well in Denmark, but that's before they maybe send reinforcements in. And what I would like to do is I would like to try to get an encirclement here. They have now 600. Are these they're British planes as well? God damn it. So I was wondering, like, how the hell do they have 400 planes? The last time I checked, like, I think Chile had like 15. But yeah, no, the British are just sending their entire air force over here, which is understandable, but it's a fucking pain in the ass. I can tell you that right now. I'd prefer if they didn't do that. Efficient resources. Honestly, right now I can't afford to import anything, so I'm not going to worry about it. You still have port. Brazilian forces over here. And what I'd like to do again is I'd like to try to cut off this area from the rest of Argentina. I don't know how easy that'll actually will be to accomplish. But that's kind of my my desire here. Move you here. Like 2 supply hubs like right next to each other, which would be nice to take. Will you even be there in time? And the answer is actually no. I don't think you will. I'm gonna drag your front line. Actually, it's probably fine for the time being. I do want to take this province. Because how is the front in the north going? Oh, it's actually going pretty bad. Because again, Brazil, I mean, they want to defend all their ports, and I kind of understand it, but I don't like it. Because now you don't have enough troops on the actual front line to stop you from getting killed off. But Uruguay, why are you at war with Uruguay? And you're at war with Paraguay. Huh. What I'm actually going to do is... Actually, I'm going to do events. Sick. And then we're going to do... Actually, I want to do TD bug. I want to make sure we're not sending this to the wrong people. To par. I think it makes sense for them to join the Reichspakt that they're being at. If they're all at war, I think this makes perfect sense that they'd want to join. There we go. Now we will just turn off TD bug. Now Uruguay and Paraguay, they're full-on members of the Reichspakt. I just think it makes sense in the context. Is there anybody else that I guess you're at war with the National Republic of Ukraine, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense because I know National Populist Ukraine, I think, is very anti-German, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they hate Germany and they hate the Russians, so they would never accept an alliance even in the first place. But I mean, you are at war with a lot of people. I mean, the Reichspakt's looking pretty good. The Entente's not looking too shabby. Austria's not in the war quite yet, but as soon as the National Republic of Ukraine ends up falling, they should end up joining the war. Or if Russia takes over here, that'll also be a trigger. Also, I've noticed that... Here's the thing. White Ruthenia has a claim to this territory. Just give it to White Ruthenia. There you go. They've remained loyal, so they should stay on your side. Also, you didn't actually defect to the International. I really thought on day one that you would have defected. Because you're social democratic. And I know that it's possible for them to join up with other factions. How are you guys doing down here? I would like to try to see if we can link our way up with Uruguay. Yeah, we actually have German and Dutch East Indies volunteers over here, which is nice. Okay, go to war economy next. Paraguay is still doing completely okay. But I will say the International in South America, a lot more efficient than I originally thought that they would be. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, 68. If we can take here, we can link up with Uruguay. This whole area will be encircled. They have not taken a port yet. It just makes sense. It just works. And aside from that, the Italian situation is a little bit of a mess. I would really like Austria to be in this war. We do see the Dutch now pushing their way through northern Germany. Thing is, like, if Germany dies, that's basically the campaign forfeit. Because there's no way that we could end up winning against anybody on our own individually. Like, it just can't happen, essentially. Because, again, I don't know if you know this. We're Puerto Rico. It's not a massive country. It's actually pretty small. Is that our entire cap? Yes, 5 out of 5. I don't think war economy is going to give us a 1 extra division. It would be nice if they did, but I don't see that happening. We got 64 here. You are defending quite well. Paraguay is now starting to falter just a little bit here. And Uruguay, you know what? They're doing A-okay in my book. Okay, there's fighter 1. To replace our old stinky fighters with slightly better fighters. Of course, they are not producing very well. They have a negative 15% due to lack of resources, but really nothing we could actually do about that. So I'm just going to choose to ignore it, and we'll live happily after. Okay, take you next. There are a lot of international forces. I don't know if you noticed that. And we've already taken like 400,000 more casualties than them, which is very cool. Who lost the most men? Germany? 2 Sicilies. I guess their wars are going on for a little bit longer, which is understandable. Italian Republic, Ukraine, Portugal. And Portugal's not dead quite yet. They might end up dying soon, though. That is entirely within the realm of possibility. You know, I'm looking at this, and I'm kind of thinking, do we just, like, write Brazil off as a lost cause? Do we have naval superiority anywhere? No, we do not. Okay, cool. Just trying to think, like, where could I send my units that would be the most efficient for them to be at? I mean, maybe against Russia? No, because Russia, just one tile has more divisions than I have in total, so... I still think where we're at makes the most amount of sense. But it's a little bit messy, because they do have more units than I had originally intended on them having. Let me just put it like that. They have more troops than I would like. Significantly more troops, actually, than I would like them to have. I mean, Uruguay's still holding out. There's an absolute massive division, stack of troops over in Buenos Aires. But I mean, them sending all their units over there probably means that the front in Europe is probably just a little bit weaker. I would have to hope. Have to hope and pray. Okay, let's see if we can take this supply hub from you. We might. It's in the realm of possibility. Never mind. You've immediately gone over here. Very cool. Do we have... No, because again, you're not going to help us out at all. Like, do I don't have a navy, right? No, absolutely not. I do not. Yeah, 26%, 36%, 36%. We just don't have the boats necessary to... Even then, like, what would we do? Let naval invade Buenos Aires? We already saw how many units they had down there. It's an absurd amount. Yeah, we can push you. I think we are starting to get into a little bit of a stalemate position. God, I wish all these Brazilian troops would just go to the front lines and not be hanging out in northern Brazil to watch out for, like, British naval invasions. Like, I understand why you'd want to do it. But I'm not happy about it. I'm absolutely not happy about it. And why are you going over here? This front line is way too big for the amount of units we actually have in the area. If we can take this, that would be nice for us. Absolutely would be nice. Okay, you've been kicked out. I don't think they're sending more units in the area right yet. At least not that I can tell. Okay, 96, 97. We might get a very, very small encirclement. And also... No, I guess they have a supply hub right here. It's not going to make a big difference in that regard. Okay. So I think we want to turn around. We want to get rid of these divisions here. It's only 3. But I'm happy to kill off these 3 troops. And it looks like Brazil also has that same idea in mind. Very happy to see it. Also, don't smack the microphone. I'm going to take Breakthrough for 50 army experience. We need trains. I cannot steal... I know that you can only steal trains if you have them researched. Do I have trains researched? I do not. Okay, so we need to research trains so that I can steal the trains from our population. Keep the pressure on you. I want to keep Santa Maria under our jurisdiction. Okay, everybody's sending us some planes, which is nice. Wait, no, it's not nice because... No, okay, we share the convoys for this. Never mind. We should be okay. Yeah, they immediately they broke an encirclement. Very, very cool. That's good. Not what I wanted them to do. 35% here. And you're going to take the port. So when the port falls, that's a very, very bad sign for our units here. Okay, anywhere else that we can maybe deploy that'd be a little bit better for us? You'd be pushing over a river, which is not fantastic. 7 units over here in Bolivia. Again, the thing is that we just don't have a lot of units. But if we can maybe, like, somehow capitulate Brazil, Bolivia or something like that. So, you know, okay, recall you from there. For the time being, I'm going to deploy you in these 2 provinces. I think seems okay. Yeah, so get the hell out of here. I don't like the situation at all. At least he gives to the French, which I find a little bit strange. I don't know why you would do that. But who am I to judge? Let's take the 1940 research. Throw close air support in here for now. Because we don't have building slots, right? Oh, wait, yes we do. What? Wait, why do we have 4 more? I don't know. We have 2 factories. Maybe, wait, does infrastructure give you building slots? It actually might. Your capacity goes up. I don't think so. I don't know where I got all these building slots from. But we can build a military factory, so I'm happy with that. How expensive is a radar station? 375. Can I build them in allied territory? Cannot build radar. Maximum amount of slots is researched already. Oh, can I not build them in their country because they themselves have not researched that technology? I mean, I guess that's not too surprising. I don't think the AI ever researched nor builds radar stations. But at the same, you know, at the same time, I also do not build radar stations ever. So, you know, who am I to judge the AI? It'd be foolish of me to do that. But I do think for right now, it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. Thanks to everybody for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Not enjoyed, thumbs down. You want to subscribe, and goodbye.